If you're a first-time homebuyer, the pre-approval process probably feels like a big, scary unknown. And I get it. When you don't know exactly what's going to happen, it's easy to let fear stop you from even getting started. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be that way. Today, I'm going to walk you through every single step of what you should expect from a great lender during the pre-approval process. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what happens, when it happens, and why it matters. And real quick, if you're serious about becoming a homeowner and you want more content that breaks down the process in a real straightforward way, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm here to make homeownership feel less scary and more achievable. All right, let's dive in. Step one is scheduling that initial discovery call. And here's what I recommend. Look for a lender who wants to meet with you over Zoom or in person, not just a quick phone call. Why? Because buying a home is probably one of the biggest financial decisions you ever make. A Zoom call is so much more personal. You get to see them, they get to see you, and there's a level of engagement that you don't just get on the phone. For me personally, I record all of my Zoom calls and I use the transcripts to take notes afterward. That means during our conversation, I'm giving you 100% of my focus. I'm not scribbling things down or distracted. I'm fully present with you. This call is usually about 20 to 30 minutes and I'm going to chat about everything. I'm talking about your goals and dreams around homeownership, your timeline. Are you looking to buy in 3 months or 6 months, a year? Your budget and what you're comfortable spending, any fears or concerns you have on the market. Where are you in the process? Are you just getting started? Have you been pre-approved before? Maybe you've even owned a home in the past. The reason I ask all of these questions is because I take a very custom approach. I need to understand what home ownership really means to you. The economics part, that's actually the easiest part. But understanding your why, your goals, your fears, that's what helps me create a custom plan that actually works for your life. This isn't cookie cutter. This is about you. Okay, after the discovery call, I'm going to send you a follow-up email that walks you through the next steps. The first thing you'll need to do is complete an online application. Now, I get asked this question every single time during the initial call. Are you going to run a hard check on my credit? Will it hurt my score? And here's my answer. At this stage, I always run a soft check. Always. Here's why that matters. If you're in the initial planning stages, you're just figuring out what you can afford. You're not actively making offers on home yet, so there's really no reason to do a hard credit pull. A soft check gives me all the information I need to help you plan without impacting your credit score at all. Now, if you're already out there making offers and you're ready to go, that's different. But early on, soft check all the way. And here's my advice. Whatever lender you talk to, request that they do a soft check at this stage. Any great lender should be able to accommodate that. The application itself is going to take you through a series of online questions. You'll answer things like, where have you lived for the last couple years? Your employment information, where are all your bank accounts? Retirement accounts, that kind of thing. Now, the system I use is very AI generated, and once you're done answering those questions, it's going to create a list of tasks. These are specific financial documents we're going to need from you based on how you answered everything. Step 3 is uploading your documents. Things like recent pay stubs, bank statements, W-2s, potentially tax returns, depending on your situation, and any other financial documents that are relevant to your specific scenario. Now listen, I know this part can feel a little tedious, but here's why it matters. The more complete and accurate your documentation is up front, the smoother everything else is going to be. Once I receive all your documents, I'm going to review everything and make sure it's complete. And that's when I move into the next phase. This is where things get really exciting. Once I have all your information, I'm going to spend about 2 to 3 days doing a deep dive review. I'm looking at everything, your income, your assets, your debt, your goals from our discovery call, and I'm creating a custom financial wealth building plan around owning real estate. Now notice I said wealth building because that's what this is. Homeownership isn't just about having a place to live, it's about building equity, building wealth, and setting yourself up for long-term financial success. When I'm done with that review, I create a video for you. It's usually about 30 minutes long and I'll email it to you so you can watch it on your own time. In that video, I'm covering everything. How interest rates work and what that means for you. What's happening in the current market. Data specific to the cities you're looking at. What does appreciation look like there? What does your wealth journey look like over 5 years, 10 years, 20 years in that market? A series of different scenarios on what it looks like for you to buy, how closing costs work, property taxes, homeowners insurance, variation of down payment options, programs you might qualify for. Now, it's completely custom based on what we talked about in that initial discovery call, and what I found out is that most important to you. Now, the goal here is to give you clarity. I want you to understand not just can you buy, but should you buy? And if so, when and how. Now, after you've had a chance to watch that video and digest everything, we're going to set up another Zoom call. This is where we go over all of your feedback and questions. Now, maybe something didn't make sense. Maybe you want to explore a different scenario. Maybe your priorities have shifted after seeing the numbers. And that's totally fine. That's what this call is for. Now, the goal here is to really hone in on a recipe that's going to work for you. And that might mean buying now. It might mean buying in 6 months or a year from now. I'm not here to push you into anything. I'm here to give you a detailed plan that you can work from, and more importantly, give you the confidence to know that when the time is right for you to enter the market, that you can do so. And once you finalize that plan and you feel good about everything, we move you to the final step. This is the most important part, so listen closely. Once you've agreed on your plan, I'm going to submit your financials to an actual underwriter to get an underwritten pre-approval. Now, you need to be very careful here because a lot of lenders are just going to give you what's called a pre-qualification. And I'm going to be blunt with you. A pre-qualification is a surface level review. It's basically a lender saying, yeah, based on what you told me, you probably qualify. There's no deep dive. There's no underwriter reviewing your actual documents. It's not thorough. An underwritten pre-approval is completely different. This means an actual underwriter, the person who's going to approve your loan at the end of the day, has already reviewed all of your financials. They've looked at your income, your assets, your credit, your debt. They've verified everything. Now, why does this matter? Because it mitigates all the risk and potential challenges that might come up once you find a home that you love. Here's what I see happen all the time. Someone gets a pre-qualification, they fall in love with a house, they make an offer, and then during the actual underwriting process, surprise, there's an issue. Maybe it's something with their income documentation, maybe it's a credit issue they didn't know about. Now, maybe it's something with their assets. And now they're scrambling to fix it, or worse, they lose the house. It's heartbreaking and it's avoidable. My philosophy is, let's do all the heavy lifting up front. Let's find any potential issues now. Well, we have to address them, not when you're under contract on a tight timeline. That way, when you find the house you love, we can make an offer with confidence, knowing your loan is in a great position and we're not going to have any problems getting you to the finish line, and more importantly, getting you those keys. Now, once you have that underwritten pre-approval, you're ready. You can go out with your real estate agent and shop with confidence. You know exactly what you can afford. You know exactly what your monthly payment is going to look like. You know the plan. And you know when you find the right home, your financing isn't going to be the thing that gets in the way. That's what this whole process is about. Taking the fear and the unknown out of it and replacing it with confidence and clarity. All right, so let's recap really quickly. Here's what you should expect from a great lender: a personal discovery call, ideally over Zoom, an online application with a soft credit check at this stage, document upload, a custom financial plan that is presented to you in detail, a follow-up call to finalize your strategy, an underwritten pre-approval, not just a pre-qualification, the confidence to go find your home. If you're a first-time homebuyer and this process felt overwhelming before, I hope it feels a little bit more manageable now. Yes, there are steps, but each step has a purpose, and when you work with the right lender, they're going to guide you through every single one. If you found this helpful, go ahead and save this video for when you're ready, or share it with someone who knows they're scared to get started. And if you have a question, drop them in the comments. I read every single one. If you want to set a personal time with me, link in my bio to set some time. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.